Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim, Wagwathium, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. And we're going to start with Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So the thing is, that leads me to another precept, Slakia. Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much that more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. All right, so the problem is the fact that, on in Esau society, people have, the people, or the men more specifically, have gotten weaker, and when I say weaker, I mean weaker in the spirit, weaker in their, masculinity and stuff like that. They're getting more effeminate. Whereas on the flip side, the women are becoming more masculine. The world's just getting flipped upside down, as well as the fact that, evil is growing, as we read in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. All right. So the problem stems from us being in Babylon. All right. And then Babylon influencing the people. All right. And then the people taking this wickedness, the initial wickedness, and driving it and making it worse and worse. All right. Now, the inspiration to do this lesson was I was having a discussion just yesterday, with a brother. All right, about how for me, I'll just tell you what I told him. So when I was younger, I would go through and look and read a bunch of random different mangas, animes, and stuff like that, and a lot of my time was actually spent on watching and reading those things. I don't do that as much now anymore. I guess the spirit just kind of makes me not mess with it anymore, and I'm going to actually get into that, because the reason why we were talking about it is because there's a lot of things, or there's something that he mentioned, was that a lot of these anime and manga are, in all honesty, they're just shock value and evil for no reason. All right, one well-known anime slash manga novel, whatever, that a lot of people love, not me, but a lot of people love, is Rito of Healer. Okay, where this is just a straight evil. Like, there's no real good, quote unquote, good guys. Normally, if you have an anime or something like that, there would be someone that's supposed to be, this person is morally good, even though they don't have the exact same morals as exact same good person or exact same good protagonist. For the most part, the core of their values is I don't want to kill, I don't want to do this, respect people, blah blah blah. But for this, the main character is actually evil. There are some things that can be considered good, sure, but at the end of the day, this is like watching two villains go at it, and it's actually evil. It's genuinely evil. I do not recommend watching it, just as I don't recommend watching any of these shock value, wicked anime and manga. All right. So basically what happened with me when I was younger was I was reading through a bunch of random anime, manga, whatever. All right. I encountered this one I encountered this one. Okay, you don't need to watch it. There's literally no substance in this manga. There's no substance in it. It's not. There's no like underlying like really good message in it and stuff like that. It's just really shock value, martial arts and stuff like that. So it is about some martial artists that get sent to a prison. All right, and in that prison they have to kill 100 other inmates in order to be let free. When they are set free, instead of actually being set free, they have to fight against the warden. All right, and then the warden says you have to fight me. If you win, you get to go free. If you lose, then the warden just he takes them basically. The opposite of wine, remove one letter, and that's what he does to them, to the men, inmates, whatever. Like it actually made me, like grow fear for someone, for a character. Like I would, if I saw him, I'm not gonna show him obviously, but if for me personally, if I saw him in real life, like no matter what, like I would run the other way. Like I'm telling you this right now. All right, that's the type of stuff that like because the way they set him up, and that's the thing. Like they can do all the setup to make a character seem super dangerous and scary, but they can't do a bunch of setup to really make there be substance in the story, or make there be a lesson in this manga. So it's not worth the watch. All it is shock value. And the thing is, a lot of these people, a lot of these dudes, they just only like watching these terrible things, these bad things happen to people. Like even with Redo of Healer, the dude is taking a whole bunch of women, and like these dudes, these people that are watching, like they're still watching, they still want to watch it, but I couldn't. I watched like one episode, half of another episode, or something like that, and then I just had to stop, because it's just not, this stuff is not for me. I cannot get behind this. All right, Slocky for all the rambling, but like the main point is the fact that like this is a testament to how, because Slocky, and the thing is, like back then, so many years ago, I guess in the 1900s, 1990s, more specifically, I don't really want to say that anime and manga were like that. Like they were a bit more, because you have what, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. There's some things that are just fun, but then you have these new ones that are just shock value. All right. So anyway, outside of that, Psalms chapter John chapter 15 verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay, so the thing is, we do not want to have fellowship with how wickedly people are going, and it is important that we separate ourselves. Okay. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay, we cannot be having any fellowships with wickedness. Okay, we should be wanting to reprove and rebuke said wickedness that's around us. Okay, and that's the thing that will set us apart, or because there are bad people. And this is have you ever, like when you're in school, like has your teacher ever, separated you from your friend because, these two together are making a whole bunch of issues, or even worse, this kid is being a bad influence on you. So the teachers would separate you, because that happened to me. But both flip sides, Slakia. there were times when the teachers would try to separate me from this one, wicked kid, and then because I always hung out with, and then there were also times when older kids, okay, there were some older kids that tried to that tried to fellowship with me to try to rub off on the good influence that I had, because I was always that good kid. Everyone would always see, oh yeah, Kawakub is that good kid. He's the one that you want to be around. So for the most part, I was like a beacon of positivity, good influence, and oh my God, I never noticed that. I'm not trying to stroke my own ego, but like it's just I'm just now noticing that for a majority of my high school life, like I was actually the most positive influential boy at my school. Like that is actually that's actually the truth. Like that's actually insane. Okay, so which I mean, again, like I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but like that's just the fact of the matter. Like it really goes to show, just like Yahawadah, that the spirit of the Lord was dealing with me in order to be someone that even the heathen, because I was around heathen, thought like, okay, yeah, I want to be around him because positivity and good, and the people are going to commend me for being like him. All right, and that's kind of what happened. Like I was an influence, and a lot of the kids that used to be used to be a bit of a bully. All right, they stopped after I was in their circle. All right, like that. I think that's pretty crazy. I'm able to I trust you not a lot easier to comprehend that I was the not again, not to be arrogant, but anyway, let's move on. So but yeah, like we can't be saying that, oh, we're just gonna follow after wicked people, or just be with them just for the sake of being with them. All right, we also need to be able to say, hey, don't do this, stop X, Y, and Z. All right, which is very helpful, as you can, because there are a lot of brothers and sisters that were wicked, all right, and they have repented and turned their lives around. Okay, so in that same sense, like it's not, we don't, the elect is, so we have to be able to try to rebuke and reprove certain people, so that we can actually see who the Lord is dealing with, in that and to understand, okay, yeah, like this is a good person, this is the right person to be around. All right, and obviously I don't really think that any of them, maybe they could be, but that's just a good instance of being able to stick your neck out to try to be that unshakable beacon of righteousness. All right, so okay, my computer. Psalm chapter 94 verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, and condemn the innocent blood. So if you are a righteous soul, if you are righteous, okay, then you don't want to be around or joining hand in hand with someone that's wicked, because they are going to condemn. They're going to condemn the righteous, okay, other righteous, if not you. All right, and the thing is the fact that we be us, we're supposed to be looking after the let me actually try to see if I can find that. Slock it, bear with me. Sometimes my computer can go slow. Isaiah chapter 17. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Okay, so we're supposed to be looking after, the people that aren't able to take care of themselves. Okay, we're supposed to be, that source of help. Okay, when someone, for those that cannot defend against themselves, that are also righteous, we're supposed to be looking after our people, the 1/3, the elect, okay, that aren't able to take care of themselves. Okay, not just anyone. Slocky, I want to make that clear. Not just any random person that can't defend themselves. All right, but just in general, we're supposed to be looking after. Okay, as we read in Isaiah 1 and 17, plead for the widow. All right, learn to do well, seek judgment. Okay, seek judgment as in like all the stuff, all the wickedness that people have done to certain people, like the fatherless, the widows, and whatnot. We're supposed to be having the best interest is for them. For when someone has been wronged, that's where we're supposed to seek judgment. Not now, obviously, not now, but when YAHAWASHI is put into rulership, that's when that's our role in matters like these. Okay, relieve the oppressed. Okay, perfect example. Okay, we are the oppressed. We're supposed to be doing for us. And how do we do that? Okay, by preaching this word, preaching this gospel. Okay, not going out and fight, not picking up arms to go against our oppressors. Okay, we're supposed to be the truth. We're supposed to be getting this truth. Okay. John chapter 8 verse 32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So the truth is what's going to make the oppressed free and relieve them. All right. Judge the fatherless. What they do wickedness, they need to be corrected and rebuked. If they do righteousness, then that's good. It's good for them. Try to encourage more of that. All right, especially those that don't have a real role model or father figure or whatever to look after. Okay, we need to be those role models. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to Yahweh. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. So the overarching theme is that we should not be, joining hand in hand with devils. And the thing is, as we see, like there's a lot of things that can reveal someone's spirit. Okay, if you see someone that enjoys, watching. Oh yeah, if you ask, oh, what's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite anime? What's your favorite whatever? Okay, and they say something like Redo of Healer, like. That's a telltale sign of the type of person that they are. If they say, "Oh, my favorite," who's a wicked ass rapper? If my favorite NBA Young Thug or Young Boy or whatever, or my favorite artist is Lil Nas X, then these are the type of stuff that really, tell you, or reveal the type of person that they are. Okay, because if for us, we wouldn't. That's me. For me, I will admit that there are some songs that some of these artists do sing that have a catchy tune. They sound good, yeah. But ultimately, I wouldn't say that none of them are my favorite. Okay, and I'm not trying to say that it's a full 100% telltale sign, but primarily something what true what people tend to stick with, or gravitate to. That's the proper term. What people tend to gravitate to, if there's a major trend, all right, leaning towards something as wicked as Redo Healer, him going around killing people, taking women and stuff like that. Just for I'm trying to watch the things that I'm saying, okay? Just being a complete devil, all right? Just someone that's being a complete devil, that's the type of stuff that we need to try to avoid, because I'm not saying that listening to certain artists is going to get you sent to hell or whatever, or not sent to hell, Slakia, get destroyed. All right, I'm just trying to say that, the type of people, just like this type of people you associate yourself with and you allow them to go on and do wickedness, it's the same thing with you. Like, if your spirit gravitates towards more wicked things, then you really need to check yourself and make sure that you are on the right path and you are doing righteously, and you are trying to, clean yourself up, because our body is a temple, and we need to watch what goes into the temple of YAHAWASHI. Okay, if our body inhabits the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, all right, then we can't just let anything enter into it. Not just from eating, but from what we listen to, what we watch, and so on and so forth. All right, because our spirit isn't. If our spirit is righteous, then we're not gonna be injustice, unrighteousness. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14, which I should have read this before I made mention of that. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? So there can't exist both righteousness in our bodies as well as wickedness. Okay, we can't have, I'm going to follow after all the words of Yahawashi, but at the same time, like, all this wickedness, it actually seems pretty appealing to me. I'm going to go do that on the side as well. All right. Now, there are some things that are lawful, still lawful or okay to do in the eyes of Yahawashi, but it's not expedient. All right. Let me get that. First Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12, all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. So all things are lawful, but all things are not the best thing to do in our current situations. All right. So that's why we need to be a lot more worried about the things that we do. And I almost forgot about this. Matthew chapter 27 verse 13, then said Pilate unto him, hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the government marveled greatly. Now at that feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner whom they would, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahawashi, which is called Hamashiach? So the thing was, they had to release two different prisoners. All right. And the thing was, either we release Yahawashi or we release Barabbas, which they said Barabbas had done a lot of wicked things. He was just a straight up evil man. Okay. And like Yahweh, and you have on the flip side, you have Yahawashi, who was going around healing and helping people. Okay, preaching this word, this gospel. All right. So we're gonna see who they thought would be a better person to have amongst their midst. All right. Someone that's just telling the truth as well as helping people, helping and healing people, or someone that's just a straight up damn near literal demon. Verse 18, for he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, have thou nothing to do with that man, with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy YAHAWASHI. Okay, so ultimately, these wicked people, they were like, oh, the equivalent to that is, let's take YAHAWASHI and put him on a modern day scale. Okay, so they're basically being asked, would you rather let YAHAWASHI go free, or would you rather let a random criminal or a world famous criminal like Jeffrey Dahmer, let's say Jeffrey Dahmer, okay, go free to go around and raping, killing, I don't know if I can say that. Anyway, killing people, random people like that, okay? And then the people would say Jeffrey Dahmer, all right? And also, on top of that, there's already people that sympathize, or I think women primarily, that empathize and sympathize with Jeffrey Dahmer, all right? Which it just goes to show the type of, these are some wicked ass people. These people are demons, all right? Like, there's something wrong with them, all right? It's just, like, it genuinely disgusts me that YAHAWASHI, it genuinely disgusts me that this is in the scriptures, that this happened, that these people, and not just the fact that this happened, but we can still see that the spirit of this is apparent and real today, because you have people that were genuinely empathizing and sympathizing with Jeffrey Dahmer today. Okay, there are actual people that sympathize with a murderer and just a wicked ass devil. I'm in genuine shock by that. All right, so there's really nothing like you can say, like, this is the type of mindset, this is the type of spirit that these people are in, to hate the truth but to love a devil. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahawashi, Ba'asham Rakakwa, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, DTA Abad Babal, and Shalom.